Hey guys, we already created a look with the Ali Dawson 89 Mini Mix palette from Ofra, but we didn't get a chance to dive into the Hot Mess Mama of 4 Mini Mix palette from Ofra. So if you'd like to see what look I create using this color story, stay exactly where you are because we're getting into it right now. We are now primed and ready to create. I used my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base in the shade Medium for today's look. I wanted something that was close to my skin tone so that all these neutral, sexy, natural looking shades would just melt in and be as seamless as possible. I think for today's transition tone, I'm gonna use the shade Truffle, this warmer, almost yellow brown. And since this is the transition shade, it's gonna go all across the crease from the outer corner to the inner corner. I really just wanna keep this look super basic today. I just want it to be like a sexy, smoky nude look. Something that just looks super glam. I'm feeling that vibe today. We did color last time, and if you haven't seen that colorful eyeshadow look video, I'll leave it linked up here. That was a lot of fun. The Ali Dawson 89 palette was a lot of fun. But this Hot Mess Mama 4 palette, this is like your classic nude color story. The kind of color story you really can't go wrong with. I mean, hello? Seriously? Perfect transition. And while I'm working with this shade, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out into a wing shape as well, just so I can get that really snatched edge. And just look at that perfection. That is one shade all over. I mean, you could literally put a shimmer on the lid at this point and call it done, and it would still be beautiful. I'm loving the nude energy so much. So much dimension is added to the crease just by adding a little bit of a transition shade. It's literally like magic. Now using a much smaller brush, I'm going into the shade Godiva. It's slightly purpley, but it's still really deep, so I'm hoping that it's going to blend with this shade and turn into more of a mauve-y deep brown. Worst case, if it doesn't, I can always take some of the shade French Mocha right here, mix those two together, and turn it into a deeper mauve brown. And again, this is going all the way from outer corner to inner corner, really just deepening up the entire crease to add a little bit more dimension. I'm also gonna go ahead and pull this down on the outer half of the lid, that way it ties in the crease and the lid. That is a stunning color. It's literally got just the right amount of purple in it. Do you see what I mean about sexy? I just love a smoky blend like that. Now just to make sure this is as soft as possible, I'm going back in with the brush that I used to blend out the lighter brown shade just around the edges toward the brow bone. And I'm gonna go ahead and just blend the purple and the yellowy brown together, sort of blending a little haphazardly here, just not really minding if it gets a little messy because the more messy, the more smoky. Within reason. You see? A little more smoky changes everything. Now for some shimmer, let's use the only metallic eyeshadow in the palette, called Sublime. Obviously, you could go in with the highlighter, any of the 4 shades as a shimmer shade. It would work beautifully, but I figured with my crease being so purple, this purple is almost like an exact match to the matte purple, so it should be perfect. And I'm just adding this to the center of the lid since I've sort of cut out this halo spotlight kind of effect. I want those mattes to stay really deep and dark on the outside, and I'll pull the shimmer up until you can barely see it once I have my eyes opened and forehead relaxed. And that's just working with these hooded lids. You know, we gotta use our methods. That literally is the perfect shimmer for this look. She done did this palette. Now, relax the forehead, look forward. Yeah, none of that shimmer is showing. So let's make a little line right where it should be to still show. Perfect. Now we have a little bit of it showing. And that's gonna be my guide to make this top line all the way up. I really don't think this could be any more perfect. I love this look. Ooh. And just to make sure I don't lose any of the drama, I'm going back in with the fluffy brush and the dark purple shade and just reapplying that over the areas I want it to be the most dramatic, as well as cleaning up this outer edge a tiny little bit, but not the top. Definitely not the top. I don't want to lose that section. Oh, the mattes even blend together with the metallics gorgeously. Ofra, I need to apologize. I'm so sorry that I've been sleeping on you, and I promise I'm gonna change that. And you know what? I am gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the highlighter just on the center of the lid. I think I'm gonna take the deeper kind of bronzy pinky sort of shade and super lightly dust that right across the center. Oh, that's nice. That is so nice. Just a little bit of a glow, a little bit of an extra oomph, if you will. It's crazy how much that changes between each side. Just a little tiny bit of highlighter. I've got to admit, even with the face makeup incomplete, I love this. I love this so much. It's just got my kinds of nudes in it. A little bit of mauve, a little bit of purple, some really poppin' highlight. It's just everything I could want and more in an eyeshadow look. Plus, it performed really, really well. well. Now we're just gonna go ahead and clean everything up with a makeup wipe, get nice clean edges, and then I'll go in with my face makeup and I'll come back with the finished look. And we now have the finished look using the Hot Mess Mama of 4 Mini Mix palette from Ofra. What do you guys think of this look? I obviously love it. The face makeup definitely did not change that. In fact, I think it made it where I like it even more, especially having this Ofra Poppin' highlight. And I did go in with the blush from the palette as well. Oh, actually I used both of them. So the more corally one I put essentially everywhere, and then I went in with the pink one on the higher points of the cheekbones and pretty much forward everywhere that I would put blush normally, just to help give it a little bit more dimension than it would have had just using the one shade. And then for highlighter, I mixed both this pink shade and the more light gold shade together. Honestly, I feel like on some application points I was more pink heavy, some I was more champagne heavy, but it came together in the end anyway. I'm still very, very happy with it. It's sultry, it's smoky, it's slightly mauve-y. It is all of the things that I love in a nude palette. But now that you know my thoughts, let me know yours in the comments below. You guys know that I'm always hanging out down there with you just talking, so let's talk. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up just to let me know. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. My username is the same for everything. It's just Christopher J. MUA. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!